Hello everyone, welcome to a video, and I'm not sick this time. Today is another drawing video because I made one and now I love them so much. So we're making another draw with me while I talk and I draw. And I'm drawing at the same time. Today the topic is a bit, I feel like everything is over. That's not true. This is not a nihilistic video. I am actually quite optimistic at heart. And it's not even that this is about being pessimistic. It's not like I think my life is over. It's just that I don't want to do anything ever again. That's not true. It's more like I just don't even know how to explain it. And that's the thing. That's it. It's like I don't know how I feel, but I feel not 100% there. And it's very strange. And I've had a few people I know feel very similarly. Like, it's not like I feel bad. Like, I don't feel weighed down. I don't feel like pressured, or I don't know, I just don't feel like I get up and I do the things I want to do, I guess, in a sense. I don't feel any extra motivation on top of that, because one thing everyone knows, I love my dog LeChonk, and I've been taking her on walks very consistently. Recently, that has not been the case. I don't wake up and I'm like, oh, I want to take the talk on a walk. I just don't want to go outside, and I don't really want to do anything. And I don't know why that is. I've also been so much more stressed when I have so little going on. Truly so little. Truly not a thing in the world going on. I have okay, maybe that's not true. But I very recently moved jobs. And that was really stressing me out for a really, like, the last 3 weeks-ish. That's been a big stressor. But that's really the only thing going on. Like, I don't really have anything else going on. I'm not in school. I kind of just work. And that's kind of it. So why am I feeling such heightened levels of stress? Now, one thing that did help me, because I was freaking out, truly. I was like, how my life is over and I need to plan out my entire life. And Miros and I were talking, and he was like, oh, it's like, I feel like the same level of frustration I feel when I'm trying to plan out my entire life is the same frustration I feel when I have technical problems. And that is literally to a T how it feels when you're stressed and overwhelmed and you don't want to do anything and you're trying to figure out how to do things. So I think one stressor has been money. And I think everyone stresses over that. That's what I don't think everyone does. I think most people do. A majority of people stress over money. And I'm always thinking about it too much. Oh, and because I don't want my brain to be tied down to this evil. I don't want to be a freaking cog in the capitalist machine. F that. I don't want to do that. And the job I work, I actually love my job. Well, the kind of job I have, I love it. And I may talk about it. I think I have accidentally said it, but I was trying to keep it mysterious and try to be mysterious and kind of cool about it, but I think I have spilled the beans somewhere, but I don't know if I have. So maybe no one knows where I work except for the people that know me. Or what I do. No one knows where I work except for the people that know me. But might know what I do there. But anyways, that's unrelated. I might talk about that later in a different, not here. And so I was planning it out, and I don't really want to show this too closely. But I created some plans, and I did a for May, because May is tomorrow when I'm filming this, which is the day I'm posting it. And it did make me feel better. And I also recently got gifted this for my birthday, which is a calendar that I can write stuff on, which I didn't have before. And I like it a lot. I think my problem with planning and feeling stressed and not wanting to do anything is I don't know what's ahead. I can't, I have a hard time visualizing what is in front of me in the sense of what is going on this month. I have no idea. And I've tried many different ways to plan out my month and to plan out my weeks. And I feel like it worked more when I was in school and I had a very set schedule. And I do have a set schedule now. My old job I did not. But I think it's I generally have no idea what I'm doing month to month, and I think that really stresses me out, especially when I wasn't posting on YouTube, actually, because I feel like now when I have nothing to do, I'm like, okay, well, I could be working on a video because I'm trying to post I'm on that weekly freaking YouTube grind. Subscribe and follow me for videos every week. Anyways, and I didn't really have a schedule. I feel like that my new job starts tomorrow. So I think a lot of this stress has been from me not really having anything going on. And so I feel really lazy that I'm not doing anything, even though I don't have anything going on. And because I don't have anything going on, I'm just like, oh, I want to lay in bed all day and do nothing. And I want to sleep in all the time, even though I'm not sleeping in. I think that's another thing, is I have a really skewed version of what I do in my day-to-day life. I act like I do nothing all day, but that's not true. Because I'm like, oh, I wake up so late. I've been waking up, I wake up so late. But that's not true. I don't wake up late. I actually wake up quite early. Because I usually wake up around, like the max time I'm awake, like, latest I'm awake is 8 a.m. That is not late. I feel like that's quite early by most people's standards. Unless they obviously working a job. But, like, I wake up 8 every day, like, max, weekends included. Any day I'm off, I'm waking up on that time, because I know if I don't, I will get myself off schedule, and it's just a whole thing, and I need to wake up early every day, or I won't wake up early ever. And my new job, I have to wake up very early. So I actually have been waking up around 6:30. And I think I just get in my head, and I'm like, gosh, I need to do more. And this is again turning into a capitalism rant. I hate capitalism. This is what it does to you. You have to constantly doing something, but you don't. And I think I got off track, because it's not even that I'm doing nothing. I'm actually doing things, but I just forget I do them. I think I truly have got to start, like, writing down what I do in a day to remember that I've done it. Because I know I'm doing things, but I don't know what they are, and so they're obscured to me. So I'm like, oh, well, I'm not doing anything. And I guess I kind of am not doing anything, I think. I don't know. You couldn't see my thing because it was right behind my mic. But I'm not sure if... Now I'm not... See, I don't... This seems like a larger issue, actually. Like, maybe I just don't know anything at all. Not true. I think I just have trouble trusting myself and my own remembrance. Like, I don't remember. I don't trust my memory. So in both senses, like, I don't trust when I have done something, because I never remember when I do anything. But it's not even that I don't remember what I do in a day. It's that I don't, like, I just don't. I don't, like, I'm like, oh, this is horrible. This is why I like these videos, though. I feel like I get my thoughts in order and my thoughts in track. So this is sort of... Because in my YouTube bio, I have, like, this is, like, my little personal diary. Online diary. And I would never, ever share what I write in my diary on here. I don't really write that much. But I do. Sometimes. But I would never do that. But this is, like, a low key. Like, this is just kind of, like, sort of what I think. Sometimes. But I feel like a lot of people feel like this. And I think I wish I knew how to overcome it. Like, how do I stop feeling like I'm doing nothing even though I know I'm doing things? And then how do I also get myself to do more things, because I want to be doing more? But why do I want to be doing more when I don't? Why? Unless I want to do them, I shouldn't be doing things. That's not true. This is stressful. Not stressing myself out again. I know what I'm doing in life, but I just, like... I'm thinking about it. Also, my glasses keep slipping off of my face, and it's peeving me off. I gotta make these a little bit closer to my nose. Anyways, so I've just been trying to get my life on track, and I just feel like I feel like, I will say, I think one thing that is truly grabbing me by the throat and, like, shaking me around like a doll is social media. I have, in fact, downloaded many an app to stop me. Say, hey, we gotta put an end to this. No more. Like, this social media thing is getting real out of hand. And it is. Because I can just scroll for hours. I don't even realize how much time has passed. And that's how they get you. And that's how they get you. And I need to stop. This is like an all-over video about how I just feel a little Maybe I do feel weighed down. Maybe I lied. I lied in the beginning of this video when I said I don't feel weighed down. I do feel weighed down. But more not about like, not in like a personal sense. In like an outer sense. I don't know if that's true. I feel not 100%. I feel like also this lighting is like casting weird shadows on my face, but I also love my background. Is this not so cute, guys? Anyways, I just feel like 75% and not 100%. I like feeling 100%, although I know you cannot give 100% all the time. Let me pull up, not notes. I was talking to Mirrors about this yesterday. About like how I wanted my video to be about how everything is awful, but it's not. I think there's a lot of, I think it is, unfortunately. Let's talk about the political and economic side of the world right now. It is horrible. And where is it? And where is it? And so where is it? Oh, whatever. Oh, whatever. But I just, for reference, what I'm drawing is like this spot on my bed right here. And that's like where I lay, and I just like don't like doing much. I don't feel like doing much, and that weirds me out because I feel like I think, and I've said I think and I feel a lot, but I think and I feel like what is just so different is in the past I have wanted to do so much, and I was also doing a lot at the time, so I couldn't do all of it. And now I don't really want to do too much, and I'm doing things. Like, I'm doing pretty much what I want to be doing, but I feel like I should be wanting to do more because I usually do want to do more. So I feel like perhaps I'm actually fine. Have we thought about that? Have we thought about everything is actually okay? Because I didn't think about that. How intriguing. That is interesting indeed. Maybe everything's fine. I think another thing that's been stressing me out that is farther in the future is that I have a lot of trips coming up, and I don't like planning trips in this way, as in last minute. Bad idea. I shouldn't be doing that to myself, but I am, and it's just getting to be too much. I don't want to do it anymore. No, that's not true. I actually love going on trips, and I love planning trips so much. It's the money aspect. It's like, oh gosh, I really have to put money into this. I wish I could just go for free. And it's not even like I don't have money. I have money. I just forget. I try my best to not look at my bank stuff because it stresses me out so much, even though it affirms me that I have money. But I think, and this is we're circling back to the for earlier. I planned out my month. This is May, so nothing is really written down and stuff. But I also made a budget tracker. Because I think the thing about it is when I don't know what's going on, and so my brain tries to fill in the gaps and is like, everything is going on and you're awful for not doing anything at all. But in reality, nothing's going on and I'm fine. And same with money. Like, I try not to look at it, and I try not to plan it out or anything. Like, when I don't know what's going on with my money, I'm like, you have zero money and you are poor, you're in debt. I'm not in any debt. I'm actually debt-free and I have money. So, why am I so stressed out? Very, very lucky to be not debt-free or poor, by the way. But I think that's it. It's like I just don't know what I'm doing, and I think I try to avoid stress by not looking at it, because that's what I think will help, but I don't think that will help. I think that actually makes it worse, because my mind will immediately go to like the worst option available. So I'm going to start writing down when I spend things, so that I'm like, oh, this is how much money I actually have, and you know, I would like to save more money by the end of the year and the month and stuff like that. So that is sort of the plan. That is the plan. That's what's going on in my life. And I'm just trying to make sure I know what's going on so that my brain isn't like, everything bad is going on right now. So that's sort of what's going on. But I think everyone has sort of been feeling a bit peculiar and strange recently. That's probably not true. But I feel like it makes myself feel better to think, well, no, it doesn't actually, because I hope no one else feels like this. I want everyone to be not feeling this. Because I don't want to be feeling like this. I just think people probably feel like very similarly to like being stressed and not wanting to think about the future, but having to think about the future because this is life and you are going to only get, time will always pass. Time passes me by. And so I just sort of just talk about it. And I do think I used to have a freaking picture up there I drew that was like, oh, I'm scared, but do it because time will pass anyways. And I feel like that was a good affirmation for me to see right when I woke up every morning because it was like right by my bed. And then it fell off and I don't know where it went. And I feel like maybe I should put it back up. So, no, that's not it. I thought it was right over there, but it's not. But that's how I've been feeling. Yeah, I just feel like things have been pretty wacky and wild lately, and I just feel like I've just been talking this whole video about what I feel like, so I feel like you guys should know what I feel like now, at this point in time. But I do think it just comes down to me not writing things down, and me not writing things down, and also putting too much. I do feel pressured. I feel weighed and I feel pressured. I lied at the beginning. I'm a liar. I feel like I put too much pressure on myself to be always doing things, so I don't always have to be doing things. And I think another thing that has been making me feel weird is when I am doing nothing, I don't feel guilty. I just am doing nothing, and I'm like, oh, I'm doing nothing right now. But then retroactively, I don't think that's the right word. Then when I think about how I've done nothing, I'm like, oh, I should have felt guilty. Why was I doing nothing? But I don't feel guilty while I'm doing nothing. I just feel guilty because I was earlier in the day doing nothing, and so then when I'm doing something, I feel guilty that I earlier was not doing what I'm doing now. Yeah, that's the video, I guess. There's nothing to be said except for what I've already said. And I feel like I keep wanting to talk, but there's really nothing more besides repeating what I've just said over and over and over again, which I do love to do. I love to feed a horse until it's freaking fat. I hope it doesn't die, though. Well, anyways. I hope you guys don't feel like this, but if you do, I have no tips. I have no tips. I have no tricks. None at all. None. I don't even know how. I feel like I feel quite discombobulated and jumbled, so I feel like perchance that also has something to do with it. It's like I just don't know how I feel, so I don't know what to say when I... My brain's just a little... my brain's just a little over the place. I'm just so quirky and you can't take me anywhere. It's really awkward to do jokes like that when you can't... when no one is looking at you, so you can't hear if anyone thought that was funny. I like you can keep seeing when I gulp. Gulp. Anyways, I hope you guys, like I said, don't feel this way. I hope everyone is having a really great day and everything is going amazingly, and the summertime is almost here. The weather is beautiful. Life is great. Love it all. Huzzah. Love y'all. Have a great day. Bye.